Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance, and today we finally talk about the hero everyone has been waiting for. The long-teased, long-whispered, long-speculated way of nature newcomer. Byrna? And listen, before we even get close to talking about how to build her, before we talk about synergy, uptime, counters, team cores, relic potential or anything mechanical, we need to answer the question every Guardian is asking right now. Is Byrna worth building? Or is Byrna a trap hero with more weaknesses than power? Today, my friends, we're going to be brutally honest. And after non-stop testing, and I mean non-stop, hours and hours of pushing her into every lineup, every condition, every control chain, I can finally tell you, Byrna is absolutely from the way of nature. Because she is a force of nature. But not in the way you expect. Let's start right from the beginning. In the previous video we broke down all her skills. We showed how her toolkit works, and you already know she isn't just another healer or another support with a few buffs. She's something different. But there was a reason I wanted to make this video before the full guide. A reason I wanted to talk about her value before we talk about her build. Because yes, Guardians, Byrna is strong, but she is also fragile, and that duality is crucial to understand. Let's get this out of the way. Byrna is one of the most fragile heroes ever released. Her armor is low, her resistance to CC is non-existent, she gets charmed by Lian like a toy. She gets turned into a sheep by Somna, she gets silenced by Thea like nothing, stuns hit her instantly, and once she is controlled, she cannot move. She cannot cast. She cannot act. She sits there, trapped under every type of control like a feather in a storm. And now I know exactly what many of you are thinking. If she is that fragile, why should I build her? How can a hero with that many weaknesses even be considered good? Do I really spend my resources on someone who gets controlled by everything? And here's where everything changes. Because when you judge Byrna, you must stop thinking about Byrna. And start thinking about her spirit. What makes Byrna completely unique, and I repeat, completely unique, is that her spirit is untouchable. And this is the part that shocked me during testing. Byrna herself gets charmed, stunned, silenced, sheeped, manipulated, frozen, pushed, pulled, whatever. She becomes a punching bag of crowd control. But while she is trapped under every negative effect in the game, her spirit does not care. Her spirit continues attacking, continues growing, continues purging those effects, continues working exactly as if nothing had ever happened. And Guardians, it is beautiful. This design, this duality, this power, it's one of the most creative concepts Hero Wars Alliance has produced in years. Watching Byrna collapse under control while her spirit rises above everything, free and wild, it looks like pure nature in motion. A hero that may be physically weak, but spiritually unstoppable. This is why I say, Byrna may have the most weaknesses of any hero on release. But her spirit is one of the strongest mechanics we have ever seen. She grows during combat, she evolves during combat, she increases her health regeneration, her magic attack, her pressure, all while CC is raining on her like a storm she refuses to feel. No hero in Hero Wars Alliance has ever done this. No hero has ever purged control effects while still continuing to function like nothing happened. Byrna is the first. And yes, Guardians, if she is this strong at release, imagine what happens when she gets more skins. Imagine relics. Imagine future scaling. If she is already bending the rules of control with only one season of content, imagine the monster she becomes later. But with all that said, she is not invincible. She is not a hero that cannot be countered. And this is important because you know I will never tell you a hero is broken just for hype. Byrna can be amazing, but she can be punished. And the way you punish her is exactly through the weakness we already talked about. Her extremely low armor. This is very simple. If you want to beat Byrna, you need to hit her fast. You cannot let her evolve, you cannot let her grow, you cannot let her spirit snowball. If Byrna gets time, she becomes extremely hard to kill. So you must attack before her scaling begins. That means your best counters are Yasmin. She tracks Byrna instantly because Byrna's armor is so low that Yasmin jumps directly on her throat. If Yas gets to her first, Byrna is deleted. Cornelius, if Byrna is the highest intelligence hero in the battle, the monolith finds her instantly, and it is a one-hit execution. One shot, no more Byrna. Satori, his foxfire marks track her steadily and punish her repeated energy cycles. He melts her from distance. Oh pressure, because Byrna sits near the middle of the enemy team, any hero that does reliable area damage can break her before she grows. That's the formula. Don't let Byrna breathe. Don't let her evolve. Don't let the spirit take control of the match. But Guardians. Here's the other side of the coin. When Byrna is allowed to breathe, when she evolves naturally during combat, when she synergizes with the right heroes, she becomes one of the most majestic creations ever dropped into Hero Wars Alliance. The damage is impressive. The health regeneration is impressive. The scaling is impressive. Her presence on the battlefield is unlike anything we've seen before. So is she worth it? Is Byrna a good hero? Is she a good investment? My honest answer, after everything we tested, after hours and hours of battles, after pushing her into every possible situation is simple. Yes. Byrna is absolutely worth it. She is absolutely a must-have. She is absolutely a special hero. But, and listen well, no hero is invincible in Hero Wars Alliance. Not Kayla, not Iris, not Dante, not Somna, not Yasmin, and not Byrna. She has counters. She has risks. She has fragility. But her uniqueness makes her shine above the noise. Guardians? Watch her carefully. Build her with understanding. Respect her weaknesses but embrace her design. Because Byrna is the kind of hero that doesn't just join the game. She changes it. Salute and friendship, my friends.